Hello, I'm Jean-Philippe Riviere from Toulouse, France. If you are watching this video, I presume that you are working on digital assessment. Okay, let's talk about your work. Here you are at your computer. You are in charge of digital assessment in your organization. You have pupils, students, a representative sample of population. You have question gathering test. You are using a very convenient digital assessment platform. Maybe you can follow the process with monitoring indicators. At the end, you get the results, and then you can proceed and do some statistics, analysis, and reporting. That's the job. That's everyday job. And with time came many ideas to have a better workflow with new interactions, new needs. But you have a big black box in your digital assessment workflow. And sometimes it creates a lot of frictions and new costs. You need PCIs, specific scoring rules, working faster and avoid repetitive tasks. You would like more monitoring. Integrate some services on the server side, like speech recognition or some AI. You would like also avoiding repetitive tasks, recovering the data. Inside the box, you have all the magic of your items. They are well presented to a specific group of students with options like random orders, animations, assets. They use their score rules and produce data. But with your experience, you know now that you are exposed to a number of risks, those of your service providers, like commercial policy, and in particular, its cost, its limitation in terms of help and support. Worse, you have to follow its technical evolution, even if they don't bring you anything fundamentally new. Frictions, frictions, frictions. And one day, you realize that your item bank is stuck. Lucky you, you have chosen the QTI standard because of its portability. Portability? To where exactly? The implementation of QTI is complex and not so popular. So you start searching and searching until now. WTP proposes a real new way. WTP changed the whole logic of modern digital assessment. How? First, let's go back to basics. Import a QTI test from your QTI collection, or create your own QTI test with AI or online tools, or use simple HTML, JS, CSS, because that's what your team masters. Add all QTI tests need to run as a static website. Customize your QTI test using CSS and JavaScript post-treatment. Install the WTP application using GitHub and NPM. It is based on Node.js Server and MongoDB that are fast and scalable. Create a specific publication for your students. Follow the assessment progression using the monitoring services. Download the results. The whole cycle of the assessment is right here with WTP. A simple Node.js application, customizable as you need. Stop! The previous slide was far too complex. Let's see the demo. Hello, here we are at the WTP platform. I am Jean-Philippe Riviere. And I wanted to show you how to use the platform and to see what it is capable of. First of all, it is protected. We have to put a valid email and a password, and I will be logged as an administrator. So let's get in. Here we are. Inside the application, we have here the navigation menu with the test, the groups, and the publication. Some option here to register and add other admins, so not very important for the moment. The most important is to show the logic, and the logic starts with the test. If you are used to QTI, for example, here you can find classic example of QTI, historical example of QTI version 2.2 that I took from their website, the IMS, or right now the One at Tech. Let's have a look, for example, for this one. You can, maybe some of you can recognize this test. And it is not just a picture, you know, it's working really, and you can interact with the test. Here you have some more information. Some information are coming from the XML of the QTI, and some of the other information are added because we can customize what information we want to describe the test. So another example of this classic QTI test, I took the veggie test. Here it is. It is showing how you know, it's not just let's say a classic QTI test. It's the demo to show how you can use post CSS and JavaScript to modify a simple choice item. Also here you can see it's working fine, and it's a pure CSS. Let's have a look to another one. This one is the news. Also a classic example of CSS, and you can see here the logic is a little bit different, but it's still a QTI. You can check it here. This information is coming from the XML, and this one is interesting because this one is directly coming from the Tao platform with the export of Tao. I will do another video showing this kind of workflow, and it's the same, you know. This is working. Of course, this CSS is a kind of default CSS of the qti.js library, and I modified it a little to have something pretty, but of course you can completely modify it because if you understand the philosophy of this tool, the test is a small, very simple website. So any junior in computer science can open the website and modify the CSS. It's very, very simple. And so another one, the last example, here it is. It is interesting because this is a pure HTML that I did myself. And you see with this, you can select an answer, you can navigate to other question. And you see here I have created a multi-choice, and there was a single choice in the previous item, and another question again, single choice. Here you see, and you of course I'm not sending it because it's a demo, and I'm not sending anything to the result database here because it's not a publication. It's just a way to verify how the test is displaying. That's for the test. Now let's have a look for the groups. So the groups,
It's very easy. I have created crazy groups here, you see. But the interesting part is that we can have a description of the group. Of course, we can have thousands of students or pupils, because there is a manager that will display a part of them, and you can browse the whole data as you need with the previous and the next button. This has to be improved, of course, because you are seeing right now a prototype. If it is working really, but there is so many little things that we can add, and that's my way to work. I'm showing you this is a work in process, and I'm looking for participation, for cooperation, and thinking together. So what is for you your best tool? So let's create a group here. Let's choose a name, the big group, 100, and let's write a description. The institution, let's say le lycée Malraux. Here, classe de première. Here, level, and more info, of course. More info on the group. Okay, once we add that, we just have to download here some data. I don't know if this Windows will display, but here I am choosing a CSV file in my here we are, 10 students here. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's okay. As you see, I have defined some information, but of course everything can be modified here. And so I submit here. And now I have the big group here, G1. And so I have the test, I have the group. Let's do a publication. Here we are. Here we have already a short list. Let's create one. Create a publication. For example, publication for big group. And let's write a snippet. Some info, I don't have any IDs. Here we select the test. Let's take the demo portability. These items are coming from Tao platform. And let's pick a group. Here, our group, the big group. Here, let's choose a date. Let's start the 12th. And let's finish at the end of the month. And this is not working. It's still in process. And now let's submit this first part of the publication. We have everything ready. Sorry. Yes, we have everything ready. Just have a look inside. So here, the creator, I am Jean-Philippe.Riviere. The status is processing because we are between these two dates. So it started. The session is a number, how many times the student has the authorization to be connected to the platform. For the moment, it's not implemented. And then we have the test indicators here. And the group info, etc. I thought it was very convenient to have the possibility to change the parameters. So before you start the assessment, because you will have the possibility to change the element here. For the moment, it is not limited because it's a work. I'm working on it, so it's easier for me to let it like this, you know. But here we can imagine that you can modify the time. You can modify also the test, and here you have a preview of the test. Okay. For the students, you can't modify the group. You have to go to the group menu and do the modification in the group menu. Here it is table. Yes, you will be able to exclude some student from the group. I think that no, this functionality is working already, but here I put the time limit, so it's not available. And here you will have the monitoring first, and the possibility to see how the evolution of the test is. And after a while, when the assessment is ended, you will have the download button. So now the most important is to connect us as a student. Alors, to connect us as a student, easy. We have to log out here, log in, changing that, and have a list of students, of course, here. Mary, here we are. And you can recognize she was in the group, of course, and you have the publication for the big group, okay? I'm clicking here, and as Mary, and here we are. We have the questions. It's question about photosynthesis. I put this to help me to see where is the good answer. So because it is there is also the option of mixing the answer. So here the shuffling option. Here the leaves. Here another question. Here it's here, and this one here. Okay. Another one here. Okay. For this test, it was built on, it is integrating the review mode. So it means that you can go back and see your answers, but you can't not anymore modify them. So now the idea is to connect us. I have to go back here, log out, and log in as the administrator. Logging in, and the publication. For this publication, what are the results? Let's show the temporary results. And here you see we have all the work of Mary, and I mean all the questions she answered, the what question exactly, what answer, the question, what answer, and the score. And as you see, as you have seen, I have always chosen the good one, so I have 1 point for the score. So that's it. You see, everything is, the logic is very, very simple. The most important is the fact that this architecture is just serving test. It is true that I'm not building test here, because you can build test using ChatGPT, or you can build test using an editor and write XML, or you can make an export because of the portability of the QTI. You can take a test from Tao, and once you have everything, this platform is useful because it presents the test to the students and gather all the elements. First, the results are in the platform, in the database, sorry, and also there is a data file that is generated, a CSV. And at the end, you can do an export using the database, the MongoDB database, or simply you can just download the CSV. And of course, you can work on that, and you can add steps and many things, because I just want to precise that using the Node.js means that we are working in JavaScript from the beginning to the end, on the server side and on the client side. So let's feel creative and find best solution for your workflow. So before leaving, if you're interested in that project, don't hesitate, send me an email or contact me on LinkedIn, and you will have all the contact element at the end of this video sequence. And thank you for your attention, and see you soon.